Namaskar. Pada Sanchalana. Now let's see its benefits, contraindications, and what it does to our body when we practice this asana. Pada Sanchalana, also called as cycling in supine pose. This practice should be avoided by people suffering from very high blood pressure, because we must understand that people suffering from very high blood pressure, what it does to our body. When there is very high blood pressure, there are chances for stroke or cardiac problems when it further rises. So these kind of people, when they do this Pada Sanchalana, there is chance that blood pressure rises still more when we practice this. Usually, yoga reduces blood pressure. Yoga increases nitric oxide production in our body. Yoga reduces weight, excess weight it reduces, which in turn reduce the blood pressure. So, regular practice of asanas or exercises surely will reduce the blood pressure, but we must keep in mind the above point. People suffering from very high blood pressure, chances are there. While doing this asana, it will increase the blood pressure further more level. So, we must check and then we can do this asana. And then the next thing is injury and surgery. We commonly say these two things contraindicated for all the asanas. People who have done surgery, people who suffer injury, they must get medical advice and then they can do this asana. Apart from this, everyone can do this asana. It helps tighten the core muscle. It strengthens the core muscle. It brings good fresh blood supply to the core region, upper core, middle and the lower abdominal region, and also it brings nourishment to the organs in the abdominal region. It helps reduce belly fat. It helps eliminate the unwanted fat and unwanted metabolites in those regions and speeds up digestion. As it strengthens our core region, it also strengthens lower back region and supports our spine. A spinal health is very much important. When the spinal health goes up, when it gets damaged, if we think and see, people will tell, I suffer from disc compression, disc prolapse. When does it happen? While they lift heavy weight, while they do jerky movements. These are two times when their disc gets prolapsed or when it gets injured. So, for whom it gets prolapsed, for whom it gets injured, for people who have very weak core muscle and very weak lower back muscle, for them, even if they lift a very light weight, there are chances. Even if they do little jerky movements, there are chances that their disc gets prolapsed. So it prevents the disc prolapse and disc related problems. So this supine Pada Sanchalana is a very easy practice and we can do this in lying down itself. Very much enjoyable practice and also it strengthens our core muscles. And the second thing is osteoarthritis of knee joint, very much indicated for these people. So for knee pain, people will say, doctors will also advise you should do exercise. But when they do exercise, the chances is there pain will get increase. Chances is there means there are many grades of osteoarthritis. For all grades, they can do this Pada Sanchalana without straining the knee joint. For each grades, the flexion and extension movement of knee differs. So this Pada Sanchalana is indicated for osteoarthritis of knee joint. When they do this asana, it brings good blood supply to the knee joint and also reduces the weight. If the weight is reduced, automatically strain in the knee joint comes down and also it helps strengthen the muscles around the knee joint, thus bringing relief in that area. There is special series which is for osteoarthritis. If you suffer osteoarthritis, have a look at that series and practice that to relieve that pain. Then the next thing is hip pain. Ladies will often say they suffer hip pain. This is a very much indicated asana for hip pain. Hip pain, they should do this asana, and lifelong it can be a medicine for hip pain, and lifelong it is a preventive as well as curative medicine for hip pain. And also it tones the pelvic floor muscles and is beneficial for people suffering from urinary incontinence. So let's see how this practice is done. Thank you. Namaskar. Now let's see Pada Sanchalana. There are two variations in this Pada Sanchalana. Now let's see the first one. This is starting pose for Pada Sanchalana. From here, inhale the left leg and bring it till 45 degree. Then flex the knee and bring it towards the chest area as near as possible. This knee joint should reach our chest area without lifting our other knee joint from the ground. Other knee joint should be kept in the ground. After reaching this, we slowly do this cycling movement. This is forward cycling. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then comes the reverse direction. 1, reverse cycling. 2, 3, 4, 5. So extend our knee joint and relax. This should be done in both the legs. After completing left side, now we are going to do right side. Inhale and raise the right leg, bend it till 45 degree and bring it closer to the chest region. Now forward cycling. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then reverse cycling. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Extend the knee joint and relax. Now for the second variation, concentrate on both the legs and bring both the legs till 45 degrees. And then do alternate rotation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now the same should be done in the reverse direction. These are two variations of Pada Sanchalana. Even more advanced variation is there. That should be done with both the legs. Now see that. Inhale and raise both the legs till 45 degree. Now this is forward cycling movement. 1, 2, 3. So opposite direction. 1, 2, 3. After completing, relax in Savasana or Shanti Asana.